is up? We are live. Welcome back to the Tactical Muffin Top channel, everybody. I don't know if someone is going to do a chat or not, but we will attempt. So, how's everybody doing? How was their evening / weekend? Luckily, Arm got first. You guys are cheating now. Shish kebab. That sounds delicioso, Dwayne. Making me hungry. What's up, Randy Butternubs with the Yo and the Inspector Gadget looking fly? How's everybody doing? I was going to get some pictures and stuff up in the Discord to talk about, but I had to do dad duty, so that didn't work out very good. But dad duty comes first above all else, correct?
Correct.
So that is okay, and we will get over it. How y'all doing on this, the day of the Sunday?
Excellent. They started with a family walk before it got too hot, and then everybody showered off and did relaxing stuff the rest of the day.
There's nothing wrong with that. We did a little bit of the same. Started off, and the boy helped me out in the garden. We had a bunch of baby rabbits, and they were getting into my beans, so I had to put up some rabbit fence around the garden and whatnot, so that was good. He did the whole task with me, so good for him. And then we went swimming at the pool and came home and smoked some meat on the grill. Ran around outside, and he got into some mud, so, good kid stuff. But yeah.
Most excellent.
Very excellent. What's up, Warhammer? How we doing? AK Lover, what up, Jabints? Love it. I know what you mean. Daniel. Oh, shit. What's oh shit, Daniel? He corrected. Good work. So what do y'all think?
About what?
Pizza. I don't know. Just hopped in here. I'm going to do a small little mini muffin chat here, hopefully before Johanna's chat. See him in the Discord, so I'm assuming that's going to mean he's out here. I would hope. If not, that's it's fine as well. It happens. But I got a whole bunch of videos I need to do and some stuff like that. I did a really humongous purchase. What's up? I did a really humongous purchase, and that was what's up, Ohio? I got a clip-on thermal optic, the AGT Rattler, or ATN, whatever the hell it was. TS25, something or another. I don't know. It's on the way. I'll do a spicy muffin top review on that, and then hopefully take care of some coyotes before calving season hits hard.
Did you get spare batteries for it too?
This one takes CR123s. I'm a bunch of rechargeable ones. I did see they had a pack that you could extend on it with like an 18650 or just like a cord or some kind of deal where you could plug into like a battery bank and you can like store it on the stock or whatever. But looking at that, I don't know, it says something like 8-hour runtime with the CR123s, so I figured it's probably actually about 6. That'd be about all I really need out of it. If I'm just doing a little peek in it, at night, various times. It's kind of the theory behind it. Thoughts?
I'd look into the right size 18650s to go in there.
Really? Damn it. When I was asking everybody what the fuck they thought about my purchase before I purchased it.
Oh, I mean, they're a good unit from everything I've heard. We have the ability to order AGM products, but we don't stock them, at least not yet.
Yeah, Daniel, I hope he is good to go. I'm going to message him and see how he's doing. I messaged him and everything else, and a couple other people messaged him. Duke even messaged me tonight asking if he was okay, and I'm like, I think you need to talk to Matt because he's kind of not talking to anybody else right now. But it's family shit, and that's doesn't need on YouTube. So, you know what I mean? Like that's his shit, and we just need to leave him to it. So
I have been knocking out your free audiobooks. I finished 1 second after this morning.
Yeah, it's a good one. It makes you want to stock a ton of food, don't it?
It does. And it's soul crushing.
I know.
You feel so bad for him.
Yeah, especially I don't want to ruin that part, but the medical side, the garden, if you will. Yeah. Rabs' owner.
At least that one ended. All the other books, I'm waiting for all the authors to get their next.
Oh, that one hasn't ended. He has a new book that's coming out either this year or I think this year. Yeah, he's got 5 books on that. That goes out a year after. He's 1 second after, then it's a year after, then it's like 3 or 5 years after, and then it's something after. But those I think get way too far into the realm of.
I think more than a year out, it's hard to predict what would or wouldn't happen, because the circumstance matters more at that point.
Right. Then it's just a story at that point. The idea of the 1 second after is it's a warning to people because he tells you at the beginning of the prologue, So that's good. God, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, I started listening to that Day of Wrath the other day.
Yeah, that pisses you off, don't it?
Well, I got I'm trying to think how long into it. It was when the terrorists were about to go into the school or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then I fell asleep and I woke up and the guy had killed one of them.
Jesus Christ, you missed like the best few chapters.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it again.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, but I mean, just they did that with like 30, 40 dudes.
No spoilers for the people at home.
No, there's plenty not to be spoiled.
There's their tasting.
Yeah, that's your wino. Now, either spit or you can be a cheap drunk and swallow. And by swallow, I mean please absorb the content of the book and please utilize it into your prepping plans if you could. Didn't get a notification. Well, thank you, YouTube. That's good. Did anybody else not get a notification?
I didn't either.
Really? That's almost why I just put it in the freaking the Discords now, because the Discords seem to work better than the damn notifications from YouTube because YouTube's a dick.
Yep.
I got it at 6:26 after 8:26. Damn.
Oh, he got the notification, but didn't look at it. What a dick, Coldfoot. No, I'm just kidding. That's funny. It sucks, man. I don't know what to tell you. They just updated their policy on like Friday or something. So kind of stuff's going to be even harder.
And it's retroactive too. So all the bigger channels like Honda and Matt and Yankee and etc. are in danger.
Yeah, it's really. I think they did that on purpose, just to knock stuff like that out.
They did. I mean, it's just like before when they changed their policy, in 2016 because of the apocalypse or whatever. They went back and struck a bunch of.
Right.
I do have.
I wanted to get. I got a video on this, but I did get my Refuge medical package in on Friday, and I just haven't been busy enough. I do want to watch that video you dropped that I put in the link. Get my tourniquet stage set up, and then check out the other one. I'm probably, even though I got one for blue, just to say, it was training. I think I'm going to get a couple Chinesium ones, and I'd rather have one in each car. I think would be the smarter play for me. Because then I could say somebody like in a car wreck or whatever, hey, grab the blue thing off of like the sun visor, you know what I mean? Because actually Bear had a video on that like Thursday or Friday. Said you should mount it to the sun visor, any medical stuff, because sometimes like the dash and stuff gets crashed, so it's hard to get under a seat or behind your seat or whatever. So he puts all of his stuff on like the headrest and then on the sun visor. So you can tell some idiot, hey, grab the red bag on the driver's side or passenger side, fucking sun visor or back of the seat.
Yeah.
Which makes it easier when people are panicked and whatnot. So that it makes a lot of sense. But I just opened that.
And there's
something else. Go ahead.
There's nothing wrong with buying the blue ones because they're literally mechanically identical to the black and orange ones. But
yeah, he said that in his video. Actually, I will let you
they're
know
meant to be trainers.
Yeah. My buying experience through Refuge Medical, this is the first thing I've ever bought from them because I've always been not in that way of down on my prep line, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And with things like, obviously, if you guys listen to my last chat, I am stepping up. Medical was a big downfall of my stuff. So I'm getting this and I'm getting some training. I got a couple buddies in the fire department and sheriff's department, and I'm going to make the time to get some work in, some repetition. And that's just how it's going to be.
If you get on with a volunteer fire department, there's a strong possibility you could walk away with several of those for free.
I can't because of my back.
Okay.
But that's okay. Yeah. Long story short, when I injured my back, they put me on a 10-pound weight limit and drugs the rest of my life, and I pretty much just waved that off, and I'm just doing my life until I'm dead. So I had to settle my work comp case to work an armed security gig with the plates, the whole nine, and the rifle and whatnot at the job that I went to after. So, which sucks because then my wife literally like the next week's like, oh man, this guy came in. And he's like, oh, he just was bragging about how he got all this money. He got like $50,000 for getting knee surgery and got his knee fixed. And I'm like, wow, I got super duper fucked and I'm still injured. So that's cool. But what can you do? How dare you want to be somebody who wants to work for a living?
Yeah.
So,
you got me on my medical soapbox. So I had a couple come in last week that had said that they had taken part of the class and then it got rained out and then they rescheduled and took it again another time.
Why not just finish it in the rain?
I mean, I don't know. You're not in control of the environment.
Yeah, but I mean, what if it's downpouring the day you need it?
Yeah, but anyways, all that to say that means that they took the class 1.5 times, and their takeaway from that was they came in and they wanted to get one IFAC, which I was like, if you're just starting out, your money goes further buying multiple tourniquets.
Yeah.
They're like, this is all like in a case and it's ready. And I'm like, but there's two of you. There's 4 limbs between the two of you, and there's one tourniquet in there. Like, all of the rest of that can be improvised. Like, you can pull your cotton t-shirt off and like stuff that in a wound, but you can't improvise a tourniquet. Like, you can, but it's usually not successful. There's nothing better than a factory-made intentional tourniquet.
Right. Yeah. I'd go with at least 2. At least 2, because you only got one in the IFAC, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And I was even trying to like show them, like, look, here's this smaller kit that has all that other stuff. Like, the only thing they were missing out by buying the smaller kit was the chest seal. I was like, but you can use this bag and the tape that comes in the kit as a chest seal. Really 2 of them if you split the bag.
Right.
So like for $5 less, you can buy this kit and 2 tourniquets, have them unwrapped and staged, and still have all of the same stuff. She insisted, so I didn't want to like get argumentative and lose the sale altogether, but it's just the tourniquet's the important part.
Right. Yeah, I dig what you're saying, and I definitely agree. I went the opposite way. I started, ouchie boo boo normal, medical stuff, and I went straight to the tourniquet. So for my next level. So what can you do? I guess it just depends on what people think. I think a lot of people have said it many times. If you carry a gun, you need to carry a way to stop the bleed. And I think tourniquet is the best way. Fuck me. Sorry. Oh shit. Oh no. Well, yeah, yeah, and probability of being in a gunfight opposed to being in a car wreck is you're going to be in multiple car wrecks in your life. I think what is it? You're going to be in 6 to 8 car wrecks roughly in your life, something like that, or witness or be close to, just like Owen and Fool said. Which, I mean, what can you do?
Yeah, if you carry a pretty comprehensive IFAC in your car or like medical bag, and then like the bare essentials on your person, you definitely, I don't know what the number would be, but statistically, you were wholly more likely to come to yourself or someone else's aid with basic trauma medical equipment
Right.
than you ever would get into on a confrontation.
Yeah, like I told the story when I had an armed security gig, and this dude cut his wrist. It was at a truck stop, and he cut his wrists, both of them, in the bathroom, in the shower, and he was bleeding out. I don't know how it found it, whoever, whatever, but I was working security gig there with my boss, and we both had a tourniquet because duty belt provided, right? And I didn't fucking know what to do, but she had the class on it, so we raised both of his arms basically above his head, and she slapped both the tourniquets on while we waited for the ambulance to get there. And guess what? That's in a fucking shower. So you probably need to train in the rain if you're going to cancel a class, if it's a voluntary cancel, I guess, but you don't know where it's going to be.
Well, it might not have been on them. It might have been the instructor.
Yeah. I mean,
like when we hosted, it was outdoors under a tent covering some speakers and a TV. So like if it had started downpouring, we would have had to cancel too. We wouldn't have had the space to move indoors.
Yeah.
But you needed the TV to teach the class.
See, I am Coldfoot. A lot of people are on Ouchie Boo Boo stage, and unfortunately, that's where a lot of people stay. Hesitated on green light with a scooter. Good thing. First car to the light. Didn't slow down. Yeah, dude. I've been seeing a lot more people running red lights. I don't know what the deal is. People are being dicks. Yeah, watch yourselves, guys. Nobody else is watching you. Yeah, it's true. You're the only one in control of your stuff. Well, it didn't work great. I mean, pretty much all we did was slow it down until they got there. Yeah, not good. Obviously, the guy had a problem, and he thought he found the solution.
So the 2 tourniquets didn't stop the bleeding?
Oh yeah, they did. He's saying like, how is it going to stop? Like, I don't know. How long he'd been there, how much blood. Because it's a shower. It's not like the blood's just staying there. How much went down the drain or whatever. I think the guy ended up being okay, but he definitely ain't doing what he was doing for a gig anymore. Put it that way.
Yeah, hard to play guitar with slit wrist.
Well, I mean, it was a truck driver, dude.
Oh, okay.
I don't think after you have an attempt like that, you can drive a truck because, like, you could just take the truck and fuck up some dudes. Be a kind of shitty way to go out, but shitty way nonetheless. So what do we got? What's the big shebang? What's everybody's life wisdom investment here? Inspirational quotes, penis enlargement, all the good stuff.
You need to have enough food and things worth protecting if you're going to have guns and ammo to bug in and protect it.
100%.
Otherwise, you should just be a nomad.
Yeah, that's a pretty quick way to die. Yeah, I honestly think I could get by with my Golden 5 just fine, and that would be enough guns. Like, I don't know.
I really think so.
It's enough tools on the tool belt to do what I need.
I think most of those books, that's the one thing that they don't account for. I mean, not that there's not gratuitous amounts of gunplay in most of them, but I think that it way undercalculates the like guns per capita.
Right. Like, I mean, even
Like,
look 1
like
second after.
pre-event,
Good.
like pre-event, it underestimates the per capita gun because the average person, they've thrown that number around for a decade now about the 4.5 guns. Well, they've thrown that number around for a decade. I bet you the average gun owner probably has 8 or 10 now.
Yeah. And
Especially the people that
don't have
most
none.
people that have an AR have 2 or 3 ARs because they're cheap, slapped together.
Yeah. I think that 2 to 3 that's unloaded plus your hollow points, quite honestly, because if you're fighting with your 9mm, you're probably already fucked. Your 9mm is to get to a long gun, plain and simple. Your 9mm is your concealability factor for the modern day gentleman. When the rules are out the door, you don't give a shit about your 9mm. You're carrying your AR. Okay. At the end of the day, it's you're not going to be, oh well, now I'm just going to outside the waistband carry my 9mm now that we're in Mad Max. No, everybody's going to have one on their hip to get you to your long rifle. That's all there for. After that, you're not going to be fighting with it. That's enough. Rotate through, do your range ammo with it. I'd say 2 to 3 is fine, and then your hollow points, all your mags loaded. It's a 9mm, man. You don't got to have 10,000 rounds. Thoughts?
Well, that's why I had said before, at this point, I'm switching over from buying more ammo just for the sake of having more ammo and switching over to buying more quality ammo.
Yep.
More premium jacketed hull points in the handgun calibers, more like match or hunting grade ammo for the 223, like duty loads, Spear Gold Dot, the Hornady Critical Defense Rifle, the 77 grain open tip match, that sort of thing. And then like we were talking about before, looking at the longevity of Milsurp stuff up to and including AKs now, I'm not really actively acquiring more like 7.62 by 54R for my Mosins unless I just come across a good deal, like a sealed spam can at a decent price. I have bought quite a bit of new production non-corrosive soft points in the last couple of years, so I've got probably 2 lifetimes worth of legal deer hunting covered with just that.
Yeah, 100%. Ohio, feelings?
I think he's AFK.
God damn it, Ohio. Oh, private chat. BRB. All right, well, fuck me. All right, let's see where we're at here. Let's throw this one to the chat. If your wife's bugging with you, gross, in a hobby, just unzip your pants. Yeah. Good luck. 50 hollow, 50 FMG. More than that. Not 50,000, but I mean, 50 doesn't even cover 4 mags, and I like to have 5 to 6 mags per pistol. Now, of course, this count is even like with my scenario video of stage 1 through 4. That's per person carrying that gun. No, you don't need. Every person doesn't need your golden 5, but if you have your golden 5 amongst your wife, you're probably fine. If you have, you know what I mean. Every family member, I would probably have 2 ARs, 2 good pistols at that point, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's not crazy. Like,
you don't have to have a ton because the reality is if you live long enough, they're going to be all over the place.
Yeah, well, the reality is if you blow 2,000 rounds of 9mm down the street or something, you know what I mean? Like, wherever you're at is not worth being there. You're in the wrong spot to make it. You have to get through the initial event, just like Duke said, and then it's hell. You have to make it through hell, but then there's still something after that. And if all you think you're going to do is you're going to run out and fight for your first, 2 weeks to 30 days, and you think all you're going to be doing is running and gunning the whole time, you're a moron. Because you're going to be dead. And you ain't going to make it 2 weeks, 30 days acting like that. Some hillbilly with a bolt gun is going to put you down because you're being an immoral retard. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Some father's going to have his kid and that behind a door, and you're going to think, oh, I'm hungry. I'm going to bust in this house. And you ain't going to walk into that house. You're going to be buried out back behind that house. You know what I mean?
I almost watched a fight break out at Walmart one time during the Sandy Hook run on ammo.
Mm-hmm.
People would line up and wait to see what ammo came off the truck at night. And I don't know, this guy that I'd seen once before, but I didn't know him, was probably the, fifth or sixth person in line. And all those people were just making conversation with each other. And they had switched over the topic about what they had as far as food and stuff. And that guy made the mistake of saying, I don't have to store food. I've got a 44 Magnum. I'll just take what I want.
Good luck.
He about got his ass kicked right there.
Yeah. Good luck, Gramps.
That shows you that some percentage of gun owner now
they
is
think
turned on toward ammo, but not food.
I mean, that's how it is in Africa. I mean, not pretty much only the warlords equip the strong, able-bodied men so they don't get overrun, right? And what's left is the sickly, the old, the injured, and the women and the children. Well, pretty hard to act like a tough guy rolling in there with an AK when nobody's got nothing to fight back on you, And what happens over there? I bet they all wish they had a pistol because their churches and schools just get gunned down by 3 or 4 or 6 dudes, and no more kids. It's fucked up.
And that kind of guy might make a victim out of 1 or 2 households, but eventually he'd meet his maker.
Right.
Yeah, pretty quick too, probably.
Fallout 4.
I think so.
In that game.
It reminds me of that dude that was in that one episode of that prepper series called "We Are the Marauders," and it turned out he was a big felon in possession of weapons.
Huh.
Right.
Yeah, he went to jail for a long time after that. I think he might still be in prison. Actually, now I'm thinking about it.
That's weird.
Dwayne Christian is about to have an aneurysm if you don't switch over and show us a picture.
You're gonna have to calm down, Dwayne. Yeah, nice.
He's nice enough to contribute content. He just wants you to share it.
But I do Discord on Thursday, man.
I know.
I know. I seen his targets and stuff. I see your stuff on my phone, Dwayne. And you know what I do is I don't look at it anymore. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. Let's look at the Discord here. Can't be having anybody have an aneurysm now. Is it the EDC picks, Dwayne? Oh, nice. All right, here we got. He's here. Got a Knief, looks like a punch dagger by Gerber. Not big on punch daggers. Got a 365. I like a purple handle on that. Decent little knife, sheath. Tie it up however you want. I dig that. Not a fan of this style blade. I like to have a nub here for protection. I understand the point of having it being slim.
He likes that hilt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. I like this Mossberg.
So that pistol grip, I've got that.
Yeah. I had an old Winchester like that. I don't have it anymore for reasons.
That sucks to shoot with the pistol grip.
Yeah. That's the reason.
Like you feel like you caught softballs barehanded. The next day you can't write. All those fine muscles in your palm are all sore. So I promptly put the buttstock back on it.
DD Welders over here shooting in 20 and 40 yards.
Which one were you aiming for?
He had 5 guns out here, 5 different guns. Well, which one shot the best? Obviously, keep that one and shit can the rest, right?
Let's see here. Like a couple of Rugers and some Smiths. I couldn't tell all the rest of it.
Yeah, that's an MP.
Some Shield on the right.
I can't tell what that is there for sure.
LC9, XDS in the center. Looks like maybe another Shield left
I
the
can't tell
center.
if that's a Shield or if that might be a Ruger. I can't tell for
That's
sure.
an LC9. And then the far left one is a Walther PPS M2.
That one there.
I can tell by the magazines.
You can't tell shit. No, I'm just kidding. That's cool. Getting the range strip in's good.
He's got all the single stacks.
Yeah.
My advice would be consolidate on 1 or 2 of those that you're the best with and get duplicates rather than having. That way you've got, each gun comes with 2 to 3 mags. So that way you've got 2 to 3 mags per gun and they all work in each other. Like it builds on the system. That way, like you and your wife have the same pistol. So you've got your gun and probably a spare mag on you. Hopefully she does too. And then the magazine or 2 you keep in your center console works with both guns. Like you get more for your money that way. Right. That system.
Yeah, he likes the spice of life. I'm a boring guy. I just stack the same thing. For that reason.
That's why I find merit in a Glock 26 still. Like I regret selling mine. I think if a good condition used 26 came along, I would feel like it would be worth layawaying it at least.
Yeah, I like 26.
That way, because it's small enough that you can hide it away. And I shot mine well. Slow fire, actually, I probably shot it better than I do my 19. I don't have an explanation for that. Like you'd think the dangling pinky would be an issue, but it's not. Some way that aligns that bone structure, with like the drumstick of your thumb. I don't know. I just shot it better. But having a 26, then you can use all the 19 and 17 mags.
No, I wouldn't go 50%. I wouldn't go more than 200, 250 rounds of hollow points tops. That's overkill. Just enough to basically refill all your mags that you're going to carry 3 times. I cycle my hollow points out about 2 to 3 times a year, just for reliability. And then obviously you get to a little bit of recoil management and shot placement on your actual carry ammo, opposed to not. I'd say 2-3 thousand max FMJ for shit. It's the fan / range, and then your 5 to 6 rounds mag at least once or twice reloaded is perfectly fine, and hollow points is enough. If you have a PCC carbine, maybe add 1,000, just because you might use it more.
Spear has a new gold dot carbine loadout. It's like a 135 grain. I don't have any experience with it, but I saw that it is a SKU that exists.
Interesting. I run the 147s just for a little extra oomph. After shooting with
the 147s. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just reading this one. After shooting with my buddy this weekend, he'd kill me before I even get a chance. Hopefully not. Yeah. Hopefully not because he's quick or nothing, but don't want to be hit. I mean, there's people that they are quick, man. They train and drawing and all that. Honda's not having a chat, really? God damn it. Let me message him. You guys can carry on for a sec.
Yeah, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. That time to first hit's what counts. Doesn't matter if you're quick on the draw if you miss a bunch. Just making noise.
Yep.
It's important that and you don't have to be like perfect shot, but you need to have enough sights, enough grip, enough trigger that like you get it where you mean to, somewhere in the torso for that first hit.
Yeah, and there's some people they're really quick on the draw, but they can't hit nothing, so that don't do you any good either.
No. Yeah, those guys you see on Instagram that have the sub-second draw, but they don't show you the target.
Yeah, they suck. That's exactly what they're showing you when they can't put the shot on the target, man. Yeah. Damn. Anyway, I was looking at that. Sorry. Prepping. Yeah. It's basic prepping. 365. Shit, look like a Taurus G4, GX4. I think it was 365.
It was a stainless slide P365. I know what a GX4 looks like. I put one in my pants before.
Okay. I've also put a 365 in my pants before. Stainless slide as well. So I guess between both of our tiny penises, we both looked up and could check it out.
Taurus gave me mine. I didn't buy it.
Oh shit! Look at you. We're all reliable. All were reliable. Okay, yeah. He's got 5 of them. Well, fuck Dwayne. Fucking shit can the rest then, homie. You got 5. Jesus Christ, you greedy bastard. No, I'm just kidding. Good for you that you're that well stacked with what you're most proficient in, and then still have the funds to try everything else. Nothing wrong with that, I guess.
Speaking of Taurus, they have a rebate right now. If you buy a TX22, they'll give you 3 mags for free.
I fucking told you that last weekend or whenever
And
you
they've
wanted
got the
that
Gen
wine
2s
colored
out
one.
now.
Yeah, I almost pulled the trigger on it. Yeah.
They've
Whatever.
great
Get
guns.
a free mag cylinder for Heritage Rough Riders.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Something else. I think something else is like $50 off, but like for 8.
Yeah, it's the revolvers or whatever. They'll give you a credit towards their store or something.
Yeah.
Get you some grips or some speed loaders or a tritium front sight. Some of those new Taurus snubbies have the replaceable front sight ramp. Who else has got a rebate right now? Smith just launched one on a multiple of their SKUs.
Bunch for Winchester too, if I'm not mistaken.
We don't talk about Winchester.
Yeah, nasty Winchester.
I thought we didn't talk about Springfield.
Definitely don't talk about Springfield. Winchester's a close second. I don't know. I have nothing against Winchester at the moment. But, can anybody confirm that? The Honda chat thing. Cool. I actually looked at one today. Both full compact. Yeah. They're both pretty good, man. Just find a place that lets you rent some and buy what you shoot best. Don't let anybody tell you what you need to have. Shoot what works best for you. Would be my 2 cents. I'm a Glock slut, so I just buy police trade in the cheapest Glock that I can get, and then I just know I'll be able to get whatever parts I need for it. Deck them out the way I like now, and they're all pretty much identical, other than slight variation. So
I'm curious to hear your take on this next one.
Yeah. So I haven't looked into it. They basically wanted me to do $1 million surgery where they were going to put a thing on my spine that basically took a year to program and 6 to 8 months and a half body cast after the surgery, where they basically go down every nerve and basically just electrocute it forever. And I know somebody who had it done. He was a Marine who fell out of a helicopter, and it didn't work for him, but the VA paid for his, and I would have had to pay for mine out of pocket. And that definitely wasn't going to happen because I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm not loaded. So, newsflash. Yeah. And then when my sister was she fucked up she's paralyzed now, and they looked at stem cell for her, but the only place she could go get her stuff done was like in Germany. I don't know. I don't know if the thinning discs are worth it or not. I got 4 that are like ready to pop, like on the tit's edge, and then I just popped another one last year. So, yeah, the first one rotated, popped, and it's pushed up against my spinal column, my L4, L5, and when I did that, it also crushed my sciatic nerves. So it super duper sucks for tactical muffin top, and then the others are just what it is, I guess. I don't know. So yeah,
Well, I know my opinion doesn't matter because I'm not in your predicament.
No, I'm just not a pussy. I get out and I still wreck with my fucking body armor and shit, and I just fucking get over it. I'm just in pain all the time. But
yeah, that's what I meant. Like, I know I'm not in that kind of pain. So, like, my hot take I'm about to express doesn't count. But for me, it would be the moral quandary of knowing that stem cell therapy comes from aborted babies.
Yeah, I don't know how crazy I am about that either. But
they got to get them from somewhere, and that seems to be where they still get them. So,
which is fucked up because they could actually take the umbilical cord and get them from there when the kid's born.
No, fuck that. I'm good.
I'm fine with water bone and stuff and cadavers.
Yeah,
but
I tried to get that done too, and they said they don't do that anymore. Apparently, they do like what they do for like knee replacements. They'll put a synthetic disc into your back, but you have to have a BMI under like I want to say it was like 12, but I think it was a little bit higher than that. Otherwise, the disc will basically pop because it's not made to go there anyway. And me being a big fat tactical muffin top, it wasn't an option for either, which is another reason why I cut my weight to help my body out. You know,
I was gonna say not to be the pot calling the kettle black, but probably losing another 50, 60 pounds would do a whole bunch of surgery or no surgery.
Oh yeah, I want to cut another 100 if I could help it. Would be where I kind of want to be for life. But yeah, gotta get there. It's a determination, diet, exercise. It's all good stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's been about 13, 14 years, guys. I could be on disability taking the best pain meds, but quite frankly, I tried them and I just stand there and drool for 13 hours and don't know what the fuck happened for 13 hours. So it's not the second time I took it. I like passed out on the toilet taking a shit for 8 hours and I almost had to have the fire department come get me off. So yeah, they're not for me. And that's when I said, fuck that. And I just got over it.
Constipated.
You're
one of those people that it makes them constipated.
No, like when those pain meds take over, like you have no fucking brain function. You just lay there in a vegetated state.
Gotcha. You zonked out.
I zonked out on the shitter. Yeah, it was bad. But yeah,
and your legs were cramping, but you couldn't feel it.
Nope. My boner was there, but I couldn't check it. Yeah. Yeah. It was weird for the fire department for them, but they jacked it and then we got off. Thanks for them. I gave them an extra handle. It was a small handle, but it was there.
That's how they check for spinal injuries.
If you have a boner.
Yeah. If you're because like flaccid is actually flexed and erect is not.
Is relaxed.
Does that make sense? Like yeah. So like if you have a broken spine, your brain's not telling it to flex, and so then like you're hard. So like I promise those firefighters touched a pecker more than once, probably that day.
Well, I'll let you know that I have 2 stories for that. Unfortunately, I would say first off, why don't you start tickling my feet or something? Don't just start tickling my nuts, if you could help it. Second off, I have a friend who's a retired Marine, and he is on the fire department. And this dude's like 6'8", bald. He looks like Mr. Clean, but 350 pounds, stacked like a shit brick house, right? he was telling me about this gay lover who was with his other gay lover, got their ring stuck on one's member, and he had to get it off with dental floss.
Oh,
He couldn't get him to go down. That's why they called after the 6-hour mark, you know. So yeah, he had to put his gloves on, obviously, and he had to run floss in there. And there's a technique that if you keep running like floss or fishing line in there, he went with floss because it's less coarse, so less chance for cutting the dick. And apparently, you can roll the ring off. And he's like, "Yeah, I just told him I was going home for the day after that." And I was like, "I would have told him before that." So yeah, it's sucks. Fire department deals with some weird shit.
Yeah, that's no good.
I had a guy tell me to tighten my groups. I told him I wasn't shooting to compete, just shooting to add SK 5K. Practicing to add a SK. Okay, yeah. I mean, you can have those range warriors tell you whatever the fuck they want. At the end of the day, you're out there actually getting the press in and everything like that. That's like what an 8, 10-inch, 12-inch tops fucking group. At 20 and 40 yards is with a pistol, perfectly fucking fine. Don't tell me that guy's gonna put a fucking 3-inch group at 40 fucking yards with iron sights. That guy's a fag. Okay? Especially when something's shooting back at you or under stress or an adrenaline dump. Like it that's fine. You know what I mean? Good.
yeah, those green shooting C's, the round ones that he had.
Yeah.
If you can wear that out at 40 yards all day with irons, you're fine.
Yeah, totally. Well, I mean, I'd prefer to have a long gun if I could, but if you had to take that shot, you'd be fine. They used his own bone marrow for his stem cells. That's interesting. That sounds extremely painful, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty much done looked at. I'm done looking at it because I'm way off the insurance time frame, and I went to like 3 back doctors this last year after I blew my second disc lifting weights and shit, and I just they basically all told me I have to wait till I injure it further before I could do anything. So I'm just working out my body. Lipo is cheap. Yeah, lipo is definitely cheaper than back surgery in a fucking heartbeat. You're correct. If you don't need surgery or exercise, just get a tapeworm. Hey, man, send them to the channel and I will review them. That doesn't seem like the right way to do that. Maybe that's what happened to Elvis. Elvis had a tapeworm, or Elvis got stuck on the toilet with an erection. I don't know. Looking at
I was actually watching a thing here recently where they were talking about the way how Elvis died, and it said apparently it was some kind of colon issue, I believe is what it was, in his intestinal tract, to where he was basically like shitting tar almost.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, and that's why he died in the shitter.
My God.
Well, that and all the drugs didn't help him any.
No.
Probably not, no.
I'm still willing to believe that he stroked out, pushing too hard, high.
I don't know if you guys can confirm this, but I just seen an article earlier that said something about Bill Gates actually owns all of McDonald's French fries.
Like the potatoes?
Yeah.
That they specially select? I don't know. I know
his farmland, I believe it produces a lot of their shit. I don't know if it's all of it or not.
All right. Well, if you guys didn't need a better reason other than health and to save money and put it towards preps and your body and to be eating cleaner, Bill Gates is slinging shit for fast food. So we already know that guy wants us all fucking dead.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if you lose 100 pounds, are you going to change your name to like Tactical Cake Talk?
No, I'm just going to go to Tactical Flatbread. I don't know. Maybe then it'll be for my penis size. Dingleberry muffins. No. I did a thing. I did 1,000 calories a day for like a month and a half when I was stuck on a shitty contract where I was just sitting in a guard shack and I didn't get to move around a lot. So to cut weight, I just did that. And I lost 98 pounds, but after I got off that contract and actually had to start walking around and shit, I needed more calories. Otherwise, I got burnt out, and then you just gain it right back. Not super healthy what I did, but I did it just to see if I could mentally do it to myself.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks. I drank a gallon of tea and a gallon of water a day to not want to, do
Just
that.
have you have energy and you feel all achy and
Yeah, but I mean, if you're just sitting on your ass in a chair, it's not that bad.
yeah, I know. I'm just saying, I'll have a really good day, like calorie intake wise, and be like way under budget.
Yeah.
And then do all right, about average the next day. And then, man, that third day, like,
You're about wore out.
yeah, like you can feel it, like you just don't feel recuperated. And I'm
Right.
talking like hitting 10K steps every day. Most of that already at work before coming home and like working out or walking or doing something.
Right. That is one thing why people say, stack 3,000 calories a day or 5,000 calories a day. That's based on, a military guy rucking with 100+ pounds of shit, plus, running and gunning or, speed walking and gunning with that much weight, depending, and all that. You don't need all that food. If you sit in a chair all day, you don't need 2,000 calories a day. You could probably get by 12 or 1,300. You have to realize whatever you're doing for work. Now, if you're fucking out on a rooftop all day, you're a plumber or whatever, you're welding pipe, whatever you're welding, you need more calories than the guy sitting in an office. Or if you're working out in an oil rig, you need a shitload of calories because that is a ton of fucking manual labor work,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the heat mix on top of it. Like your diet, your intakes need to change for what you actually do. Like if you're just sitting on your ass, fucking not doing anything, you don't need fucking, 2 pounds of bacon and a Twinkie and fucking an ice cream sandwich and shit. You need to have a fucking cucumber and a sandwich and call it a day. Like you just need to realize, like, if you don't have any physical outputs, the calorie intake you're taking is just going to add weight. And I'm me preaching having tits, but what? Go ahead.
I said, how'd you know I ever doing tonight?
That's what you're doing tonight?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
The pound of bacon and a Twinkie? I mean, it sounds
no.
But yeah, I mean, it's just simple math. It might not be the most delicious thing. Like, I mean, I'm going on 5 weeks just eating one meal a day, basically, besides my little spinach with a little bit of, like, whatever salad dressing I have on it. And I'm doing fine. Unfortunately, I'm actually maintaining because I'm eating enough and, drinking beer and stuff on the weekends that I need to probably cut further. But, and then on the weekends, I make breakfast and stuff like pancakes for the boy, which is fun. And, I make better breakfast because it's something I look forward to as a kid was good weekend breakfast. So I do it for my kid. Tactical mug, Fent top. I'm just going to go tactical 6-pack with the tiny penis, whatever that comes out to. Trump's a dusted pool noodle. I mean, what if that's an insult to Trump? I don't know what you sling towards fucking Biden's way because that guy's a fucking skeleton wearing a goddamn skin. So, I mean, he can't even control his fucking sphincter. He's over there fucking splatting up against the goddamn house like a mutter in a fucking brand new construction.
Disappointment to the office.
It's very embarrassing. It makes America look very weak. Thinking this weekend with the 22, is it worth buying or just friends equipment? Yeah. I don't know. I have a video coming for my Golden 5. That's in my Golden 5 for a reason. The reason being is you can stack. That would be a gun that I'd say stack 10 to 20,000 rounds with because at the end of the day, great prep. If you listen to 1 second after, they were trading a squirrel for 2 to 3 rounds. That's how important the rounds were because if somebody's going to bring you a squirrel and you swap them the 2 to 3 rounds, they're going to bring you another one back.
Yeah.
That's
with that caveat, buy quality ammo and try to not jostle it and rustle it around as much because the priming compound is basically smeared in the base of the 22 casing Like the more that I know you buy the bulk like bricks and they're in there loose tumbling, but like if you can minimize how much that gets banged around and jostled,
Yeah,
the more reliable your ignition will be.
I really like those 100-round packs of CCIs too.
G Web's actually told me a good one time with 22. He said, put a thimble of water into the bottom of a Dixie cup and swish it around, and that's pretty much how it's made.
Yeah, they do.
And that's why you have
use
break off and stuff like that sometimes.
That's why the lady that primes the cases is inside of her own blast shield, because it's literally what they do. They load a big metal plate up with those unprimed casings,
Mm-hmm.
and then smear that paste in, and like smear off the excess, like wipe off the excess, and then they use a centrifuge to like spin it around. She's in there in her own separate like blast shield, so that if there's a spark or anything to set that, some static to set that off, like she's dead, but it saves everybody else in the ammo plant.
Shit. She's
I'm
dead,
sure
but
something like
she
that.
can hit the button.
I'm sure something like that is what happened at the Hornady plant back a few months ago.
In Nebraska, I can tell you that's not what happened, but I can't go into the detail on that.
All right.
Yeah.
That's just my supposition.
Yeah, no. Whatever they told you on the news was not what happened.
I didn't see anything on the news. Just other
Yeah.
than the reports that there was a limited fire or whatever.
Yeah, they put it in basically saying, oh, yeah, it was a temp gal that did it. There's like a third day doing this somewhere she was not supposed to be for any temp person. And then all of a sudden, boom. That's also not what happened. They're not going to tell you what happened either. The only reason I know what happened is because I know somebody who is also in that room. So, yeah, it is not good stuff. It was not whatever they say it was. I asked him if I wanted to, if he wanted to try with the small pistols to show me how to do it better. Yeah, fuck him. For the single stack especially, he did fine. Tell that guy get fucked. Red number 40. Color rectum cancer. I don't know.
Colorectal.
That sounds terrible. Yeah, it's actually I think red dye 40. We started looking at that. Obviously, the more clean diet with the boy as well. I think that's actually in Cheez-Its, which sucks because I fucking love Cheez-Its.
There's a lot of bullshit in cheeses that shouldn't be.
I know. I don't eat them anymore, which is a shame.
Cheez-Its were the byproduct. Excuse me, not Cheez-Its. I'm thinking Cheetos. Cheetos were the byproduct.
Yeah, Cheetos are fucking terrible for you. Pretty much whatever every other country won't allow you to import as food, just don't eat that. Unfortunately, it's a lot in the U.S., and I think it's...
Freedom has a cost. It's just unfortunately your brain has been hijacked.
Yeah, you're so free that you're basically eating poison. It's fucked up, man. And the next problem is that's stuff that they market to kids and things like how many. I don't want to be a dick, but like in darker complexion communities, most of them eat a bag of chips for lunch, like Takis, Cheetos, whatever, and then like a pop, and they consider that food. And it's basically all no nutrition whatsoever. Like you'd be better off eating a fucking onion. I don't want to just eat an onion, but I'd rather eat that for calorical value over that shit they're putting in their body. It's not right. And they allow food stamps and stuff to be used on things like that. And it's by design. It's to make you so fat you can't be effective. And then on top of it, get rid of you quicker. So that way they can get more people to hopefully pay taxes instead of siphon them off. It's a disgusting loop that we have going on in America. It's like Monopoly, but the people playing Monopoly are satanic fucks with like giant taint ticklers in each one of their fingers, and they're just shoving their whole fist up everybody's ass. Like that's what they're doing. So that's a good time. I don't know about that. The change of fat they use. I don't know where he's at.
A couple years ago they switched from trans fats.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I think I don't remember
That's been
when we
like
were
an
going down
industry
stuff for the
standard.
kid because it's linked to like ADHD and autism and shit. Whatever. We got rid of that tactical bean pole. There you go. I don't know if I'll be lucky enough to get there, but I'm pretty sure I can cut another 50. Just bought a bolt action to complete the golden 5. Fuck yeah. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Mossberg MVP, varmint 24-inch barrel 5.56. Hey man, not to mention if especially if you don't need your bolt to hit like a 308 area, 30-06, something like that for hunting. Stack 5.56 223 bolt action because one, you can still hunt deer and coyotes with it. Well, here anyway you can. Two, commonality around your stack just goes even further. I got nothing wrong with that. You picked what worked well in your location, and I will give you 10 out of 10 props for that. Good job, Crash and Co. Thoughts?
Thoughts? I have trouble getting excited about the idea of a bolt action 223 5.56.
It's okay to be wrong.
I know, that's why I'm telling you.
It works. It's a big thing varmint hunting over here.
My
I
cousin and I
understand.
were actually talking about this last night. Because we were discussing 223 and stuff like that. And I was like, well, they have a bunch of bolt actions chambered in that. You know that, right? And he's like, no, I didn't know that. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty popular hunting around here, actually, for especially the varmint hunters. And then like coyote hunting's pretty big out here. So
that's what we'd be hunting with it. It's the coyotes because we can't do anything else.
Yeah. We got a lot of Predator Quest dudes out here, and everybody's, hillbilly who thinks they're doing the same. Me.
Barring game laws that don't allow for semi-auto, the money that I would spend on a bolt action 223, I would be inclined to either just already use my AR, or if I were looking for that ballistic advantage of the longer barrel, buying or building a 20 or 24-inch upper and just swapping it out.
Yeah, I see that. Like I can run my AR here. It just has to be a 5-round fixed mag.
Like, I think the Ruger American Ranch rifles are awesome little guns. And then every time that I've ever tried to entertain the idea of having one for myself, I'm like, why wouldn't I just take my AR?
Yeah, fair enough. For the longest time, we hadn't been able to use the AR, so I understand. It depends on where you're at, but I'll take the commonality over it. It's not a super duper high pressure round that you necessarily need a bolt for, but if that's what he felt was the correct way to get the bolt, and he thought it needed to be in his tool belt, I'll take it.
I'm not knocking him for it.
No. I'm just using him as an example because it's right here. But Rick, you want to comment?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's on the screen.
7.
He bought a bolt action to complete his golden 5. Mossberg 24-inch barrel 5.56.
Oh, okay. Why do people need a bolt action?
Yes. That's in Tactical Muffin Tops Golden 5. It fits a role where it needs to be. For me, I definitely need it to get a little bit further out there in hunting. So I have to have one. Quite frankly, besides my shotgun, that's my most. I'll be honest, I use my shotgun more than anything because the longer season for bird here. But my next used gun, besides range use, is definitely my bolt. Well, shit. Most of the time, I just fucking shoot the raccoons and shit with a 9mm now over the 22.
But realistically, like in the end of the world scenario, like if you're holding your AR and you see Bambi, you're going to shoot Bambi with your AR.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Or Mr. Coyote or whatever, like it's arbitrary game law. I understand the bolt action if you're wanting something that reaches out further than everybody else's intermediate battle rifle. But
I like it. I don't know.
Make ARs and 300 Win Mag. So
Yeah.
there's that.
Oh yeah, no. They make ours in 308. That's fine. That's all further needs to be. Technical Tinkleberry? I hope not. Man, old man Buttwrinkles, I don't know if you don't think very highly of me or if you just like to get the crazy names out here. I'm also down for the triple T. I like to play on words, hence why I send out muffins on my PO box drops and whatnot. Because I'm a weird, kinky dude like that. You give it time. I'd figure out something sexy. I would figure out something sexy. I got to get there first. That's step number one. Old man Buttwrinkles. Yeah. You liked it. It's okay. How close to Civil War battles, IRL experiences, guns sound loud as fuck. Guns are loud as fuck. See if you can go to somebody's indoor shoot house or go to a fucking indoor range and shoot your gun without ear pro once. You'll be like, ow, that's loud as fuck. And then you'll be ringing the rest of the day. Wouldn't recommend doing that more than once. But yeah, if you find it like an old shed or something that nobody wants anymore, they be like, hey, will you burn this shed down? Be like, yeah, can I come shoot my gun in it a couple times? I'd be like, well, that's fucking weird, but I guess as long as you get rid of the fucking shed, like you can be like, yeah, man, can I dig around in the shed and try a couple things out before I burn it down or get rid of it for you? Yeah, sure, whatever, and then shoot, or there's like an abandoned house or something. Like there's old abandoned houses out here that like the fire department does drills for burns and stuff. They do controlled burns and then they burn the whole property down when it's donated to them. See if we can talk to the owner and run in and run drills in it first, as long as it's in a safe place. Don't do it in the middle of fucking downtown or nothing. But like if you're out in the middle of nowhere and you're safe in all directions, you will be firing. Like don't be a fucking moron. But
Or find your closest MLK Junior Boulevard and do whatever you want.
right. As long as you're in a deep blue city, you can do pretty much anything. Get a switch while you're out there. This, for the ATF agent listening, that is false advice, hence the giggle.
That was a joke.
Yeah, that was joke gum. Chew it and eat it, swallow it. It's going to be in your small intestine for years.
We at the ATF don't actually think about jokes.
Oh, yeah. They don't think about a whole lot of things, actually. What do you mean, we fucking Ohio?
What?
Yeah, you said we at the ATF. Yeah, oh, that one just slipped.
Around.
After about 18 hours, hunger goes away, and I'm burning ketones. Yeah, okay. Also an electrician and still, yeah. I mean, good for you if it's working for you and you're not getting burned out. You know your body better than anybody. If it's working for you, do it, dude. I'm probably chilling right around 1,300 calories. I try to count the calories, but I also do an office job, so I'm not doing a lot. But then do my little curls and walks and whatnot. I should probably do curls tonight.
If it fits your macros.com, you go there, they've got the calculators to figure out your basal metabolic rate, which is how many calories you burn just existing. Like if you were a vegetable on life support, that's how many calories you burn based off your age, height, weight. And then once you know your basal metabolic rate, you can calculate your TD, your total daily energy expenditure, which is your BMR plus whatever you burn in addition from moving. That's based off what kind of lifestyle you lead, whether you're sedentary, lightly active, moderately active. And they give examples of like profession and lifestyle to estimate.
There you go. That might be the best fucking news we got all night. You drop a link at the back chat or something for that. I'll post that in a heartbeat.
All right.
That's a good prep right there. Oh shit, guys, I'm dying. But I'll admit, still have a few beers on the weekend. Yeah, I mean, to be human, right? Nothing wrong with that. Get cut loose on the weekend, In SHTF, we won't have that luxury, so enjoy it now. It's currently a luxury. Tactical taint, tickle, sprinkler, spanker, dinky, dinkle, burst spray. Yeah. At least two of those for sure. The news is wrong. Yeah, the news is always wrong. Fake news. I don't think Honda's coming, man. I messaged him. I haven't heard nothing back. Anybody else message Honda? I don't think he's coming, guys. He's doing some shit. Cheese it.
Wish him the best.
Yeah, he'll get around. I mean, life fucks with us all, guys.
Yeah.
How you doing, Rick? How was your cross country? What was your, if you don't mind us, what was your super tactical loadout that you brought with you that you couldn't leave behind?
So like my daily carry, I just carried a 43X with a dot, and then in my travel bag, I threw my pocket LCP in case there was something where I couldn't really have a bigger gun. And then in the car, I took a 13.7 pistol with my Lahar 30 suppressor and just a red dot. And then I think I threw a 20 round mag with spear gold dot, spear gold dots in that. And then I had 4 extra 30 round mags in a bandolier. So if it was a time to scoot and leave thing, and then it was all just in a bag.
There you go. No LPVO for you?
No, not for that.
Too small.
Well, my main gun's a 10.5 with a 1-4 Trijicon on it, but no, for a travel gun, it was cheap enough that if somehow somebody stole it, I wouldn't be. I mean, the Lahar 30, the suppressor would have sucked, but everything else was. If somebody smashed the windows and stole it, it just is what it is.
Gotcha.
So,
all right. Sound. Soft armor, hard armor. How many dildos? Food?
None of those. No. Oh, I mean, road trip, so there's plenty of food. So, I mean, snacks and stuff.
I'm getting ready for a road trip, and I'm tracking down Lawfully Armed over here. I'm getting the trail mix. The trail mix in a case of water is coming with Old Tactical Muffin Top.
Yeah, we had
granola.
Yeah. Oh, we always got granola bars, but yeah.
Are you headed west or east?
We are going west.
Mm.
That's classified. I'm going to Missouri.
Oh, welcome. Yeah. It's weird because obviously we're looking at moving out east, and humidity is such a weird thing to have. And
yeah. Get ready for that, baby.
Yeah. Kind of happy to be in the dry heat right now.
You fucking dry heat, bitch. That's so good.
Here, you can't stay sweat free. Like you can shower off and then walk back outside and you're wet again.
Yeah, at least right now when I have swamp ass, I know it's my sweat and not just nature sweat.
Don't worry about it. Nature sweat wants to sweat in your ass too.
The air didn't spit on you.
Yeah, we're about ready to hit our first big hot week of 80s to 90s, and I got the old Tactical Muffin Top AC checkout bag ready to rock in the truck because I do a lot of side gig work with HVAC stuff still because, quite frankly, it's what I'm good at and it's what I know, and there's good money to be had there. And if I can help somebody from not suffering in the heat, especially with kids and stuff, I will do that. So, Tactical Muffin Top is about to be ran ragged. But I do it every year, and it's good side cash, and it's my prep cash. Or if we decide, hey, we're going to remodel something, we remodel something. And then Old Tactical Muffin Top is more wore out because I'm also the remodeler. What can you do? Happy wife, happy life, right? I should sell my 8-inch PCC, should I sell my 8-inch 9 PCC or 8.5 BO? I don't know what BO.
Blackout.
Oh, blackout. Oh, is it suppressed?
That was going to be my first question.
If it's suppressed, I'd keep the 300 blackout. If not, I'd sell the blackout. I'm not a fan of the 300 blackout.
I think there's not enough information on either of them or everything else to make a good decision.
Right.
My inclination with the limited information would be keep the blackout and get rid of the 9 PCC because an 8-inch 9mm, it's a whole lot of extra bullshit in gun to not get much ballistic benefit.
Yeah, I'd rather have the 10.5 myself.
Well, no, it's 8.5, not 10.5. And I would be worried about an 8.5 blackout not cycling worth the shit. So
You
it's
can run
gonna,
supers.
yeah,
Yeah, but
but
supers and suppress. I mean, yeah, I get
that also
those.
kind of ruins like 80% of why you'd have 300 blackout.
My
Especially
next question would be: is if this is a Ruger PCC, whatever the fuck it is, that breaks down for concealability? I fucking say get rid of that. Just carry a breakdown 1022. Honestly, I'd rather have that. I know that's gonna fucking work.
I loved Ruger. The 9mm PCC was pretty fun.
Hmm.
Own a couple of them.
Oh yeah. That looks they break in half and then I know what you're talking about.
It's totally an overrated selling point. If you could get I had a Charger and it with a side folding brace, like it's cool, but you're never going to take it apart. It's just adding weight and complexity for no additional benefit.
I will say I still do love my Keltec Sub 2K, but breaking it down to clean it is mad gay. And you almost hate doing it to the point where you skip a cleaning. That's not the right way.
It's direct blowback. I mean, there's not a whole lot to clean. There's the bolt and the chamber and the barrel.
Yeah,
And
it's
two of those you're going to clean at the same time.
it's still a pain in the ass to get it out, but you really need to because the
That
blowback
springs
is
under
dirty.
a lot of tension.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking dirty. The bitch of it is getting the charging handle back in place and all lined up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's the shittiest part.
I am glad I got rid of my sub 2Ks.
You bastard. No bread, no sugars. You'll be all right. Also, exercise every day. Minimum 30 minutes. Yep. I'm there. That's where I've been at for about the year and a half, and it's working, chugging along steadily, my friend. 100%. Maybe it could be L3. Yeah, you can. This is bullshit. Like we can get just by paying off the right people, you can basically just fucking pour sludge into our food supply. It's disgusting. Tried to join the Discord, but broken link. Really? Let me see if I can fix that. I've been messing with my link. I've had issues with my links since I've started this. I've tried to fix them several times, and I could just be ultimately retarded.
I mean, that Venn diagram can overlap.
Yeah, we're gonna go with both. We'll copy with both. Here's the Discord. Let me know if it works, chat. See, I don't know why this fucking copy is so fucking humongous. That's not right. This piece of fucking trash.
So yeah, that since you're copying links, the cross country trip was a fair bit of fun, and then we got to spend probably a little more than a week in Tennessee, and then we spent a weekend out in South Carolina, and that was kind of cool because first time in South Carolina.
Did you go to PSA and buy everything?
No, we were in a suburb of Charlotte, and I think way up on the north side in North Carolina, there was a PSA, but we kind of got our plans co-opted while we were there, so I didn't have a chance to. But I did look. I did look to see if I could find one on the way, and then the only other thing I regretted was we stopped at a Buc-ee's out somewhere, and it was only like 4 miles.
Somewhere.
Got it. All right, we got on and fools in now.
I've never been to a Buc-ee's before, on the account that I'm a boring person and don't travel because I just like to save my money.
If you have any sort of
pussies?
No, we don't have that. Sorry, we're in Nebraska. We're very uninformed people.
Yeah, if you have any sort of social anxiety or you hate large crowds, do not stop at a Buc-ee's.
Yeah, that's me. See, that's why I don't like going to fucking Walmart, let alone anywhere else.
Yeah, there was 300 pumps. And
hold on, guys. I got to mute for a second because I'm going to yell at this piece of shit.
Yeah, so there was like 300 fuel pumps, and every single one of them was in use. And it is as terrible as you think it would be. And then obviously the inside's like a shopping mall, except it's just one room. And so you're surrounded by thousands of people, and it's just chaos. So I can see why Texans like it.
That's good.
But
They have one of those here in Ohio now. It's done in Cincinnati area.
Whatever. Fucking one of those links has to work. God, I hate technology. Thoughts about wood tactical furniture on my 88. You talking like Mossberg 88? For the honestly,
Yeah,
for the
he's-
price of the Mossberg, I wouldn't fucking touch it, because if you're gonna start digging around with nicer furniture, you might as well just buy a fucking 870 or a Mossberg 500. Get an older one that already has wood furniture on it. The Mossberg 88, like I know a lot of people dig it. I've held one in my hands and I thought it was a rickety piece of shit compared to my 870 and compared to the Mossberg 500 that another guy had. And that's just us running with FUD guns shooting fucking birds behind the backs of dogs. I wouldn't put a dime into the 88. The 88's a base price for a shotgun, in my opinion, and I wouldn't fucking touch it for a 10-foot pole. It is a stepping off point to a nicer shotgun slash, unless you want to stack a lot of guns quickly in that 12 gauge.
Well, that's the point. It's an everyman shotgun for the poor end of society, like myself.
But fucking quit being fucking poor. Get on that street corner and suck some wieners.
It doesn't pay like it needs to do.
remember, no matter how broke you are, you have a warm butthole.
This is true. That's for free, baby.
Sounds like a man who speaks from experience.
Oh my. No, yeah. Around here, the poor man's shotgun's the 870 and the 500. I don't know. If you can be much more poor, you're just eating roadkill around here, I guess. I mean, I understand the point of it. Yeah, but after Infernus said that deal about that shotgun that I don't remember what that was called. When we did Honda's gun challenge thing, that shotgun was only 200 muffins, and that already came with like the tactical furniture that you already want to upgrade a shotgun. If you do want to upgrade a shotgun, and it ran he couldn't remember if it either ran Mossberg accessories or 870 accessories, but regardless, those are both so plentiful. Those are the Glocks of the shotgun world, like an AR, like an AK. They are that of the shotgun world. They're so modular. They have so many fucking aftermarket components to change them out. If I was going to step into a shotgun, that's what I'm stepping into.
Dwayne, I'm going to say do it. Live your life.
Well, for fuck's sake, Rick. No, that's fine. No, it's fine to have
Do what
different-
you want.
Yeah.
The logistics don't make sense.
I mean, I know you have better shotguns than that, Dwayne. Just say it. At the end of the day, like that's a handoff shotgun or a stash gun for me. At your point, probably be a good stash gun, truck gun, maybe.
In SHTF, obviously you do. Excluding like bird hunting and stuff. Do
Yeah, I'm
you
not rolling with the
see
shotgun.
yourself using a shotgun in
No.
like when you're safe because the Russians are dropping in or whatever? Are you in any scenario? Are you ever taking a 12 gauge?
Well,
Other than down drones now.
no, I have the no. I'd use a 10 gauge. I have this amazing quote that I learned from a fearless leader, and he's super intelligent, and he leads the current free world. And it was, just step out on your balcony and take 2 blasts with your shotgun, and then they'll run away. So I won't have to worry about people invading me in Red Dawn if I just have a balcony and then take my double barrel out and do 2 blasts.
He was just anyway.
Nope. That's sound advice from the leader, apparently asterisks, of the most freest country, asterisks, in the world. Maybe
Tell that
even
to the guy in Washington State that took Biden's advice and is now sitting in federal prison.
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught the asterisks or the overwhelming amount of sarcasm in there, but yeah. No, yeah, I'm fucking with you. Yeah. Don't do that.
When the sheriff of his county came out immediately after that and be like, please don't listen to him. He's a moron. That's a
fucking dumb. Don't listen to that guy. Yeah. The only thing I would use it for maybe be, other than hunting and shit, it's a fan would be interior defense. And I'm trying to talk a buddy off of him and his buddy both one of them has a fully decked out like fucking short barrel Mossberg, the other with like a heat shield and everything, and it's heavy as sin. And the other one has an 870 decked out short barrel with fucking heat shield, heavy as sin, side saddles, all that shit. And I tried telling them, they're like, "Oh, hey, would you put a side saddle on this? Which side saddle would you put on? What do you have on your shotgun?" I'm like, "I don't run side saddles." And they're like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because I've actually carried my fucking gun." They're like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Put your sling on and walk with it." They're like, "We don't have a sling on it." I'm like, "You have all this fucking shit on your gun and you don't have a goddamn sling? Are you stupid?" That
I like
pissed
the
me
both
off.
say
Strike one with Tactical Muffin Top with these two fucking morons, right? Yeah, you forego the most cheapest upgrade on any gun for all of the. You put a heat shield on your fucking gun before a sling. How fucking dumb is that? Anyway, that was my gripe for that. So I was like, okay, grab some paracord. Boy, it took him a while to find paracord. I'm like, wow, guys, I use paracord all the fucking time. I have paracord stashed fucking everywhere because it's so handy. Whatever. Strike fucking two. Okay, finally got the jerry rigged fucking paracord slings rigged up, right? I had to have him walk through the house. And I said, okay, walk around here, take some turns, walk up and down, turn around, do a runway walk, whatever. I'm like, what do you notice? Oh, that thing's bouncing like a motherfucker. You know why? Because it's pivoting off of your stupid fucking side saddle for your shells. It's stupid. Take it off. They're like, oh, that's a good point. I'm like, yeah, you're fucking dumb. So I don't like side saddles. Moral of the story.
I like the oral of your story.
Thank you. And they're like, what do you mean you walk with it? I'm like, I take fucking hundreds of pounds of birds a year. My fat ass is out there walking for quail and fucking dove. And, well, you don't really have to walk for dove necessarily. But depending on if you have a nice pond with a weed patch or if you're walking up and down power lines or not. But yeah, I'm like, I get out and fucking pheasant hunt and shit. They're like, oh, that's your home defense shotgun? I'm like, this is the shotgun, bro. It's this or this shotgun. And these are the shotguns that are like, these are the two shotguns I have besides my great grandpa's that I'm getting willed one day. And I might use it when I'm old, like my grandpa does now. He's like, oh, maybe I should use this gun before I fucking die. I'm like, that's probably what that shotgun's going to fill in my roll in my safe. It's going to sit there and take a slot until I'm like, maybe I should use this before I fucking die. Like, that's it. That's all that shotgun's going to do for me. So I have a semi-auto, Remington 1100, and I have 870 Super Mag. I would take an 870 Super Mag Mariner, which I think will be my boy's forever shotgun because mine has rusted out a lot just for the mere fact of, regular use. And I've wore the fucking finish off it. And I should probably rattle cannon after I clean it this time. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Whatever. Not a fan of that. I don't even know where the fuck we started this conversation. Anyway, I tried to get him to sell these two shotguns and get those two $200 ones because they're both also broke as fuck. I'm like, are you dumb? You twat. And we had the conversation of, are you going to use this and shit hits the fan? And they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to do patrols with this and everything. I'm like, you're going to do patrols with a shotgun around what? Around the house. I'm like, and some dude with their deer rifle is going to smoke both y'all. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's a good point. They're like, we have body armor. I'm like, bitch, a 308 don't give a fuck about your body armor.
Well,
especially if they're shooting you in the side because neither one of them has side plates.
Yep. Or, that pelvic girdle don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like, how good's your dick? Probably not that good. So anyway, just got on a rant. Not a fan of fucking side saddles if you haven't figured it out. If you have a shotgun that's not to length to hunt with, and it is your home defense gun, and you have it small for that reason, cool. Don't put an extra $400 of shit on a $250 shotgun. That is stupid.
Somebody clip that pelvic girdle comment. That'll be so great as a short.
Yeah, that's a good one. Go fucking Rick. Rick comes in from fucking 18 months of no contact and dropping bangers. Also, check out Rick 406. He has a fucking channel that he never puts videos on.
Yeah, I wipe most of the videos out, and then once I get moved, because that is the current thing, is moving to a new place. Hopefully, I'll make some bottom tier content again.
Oh, nice.
I'll actually have a garage to do shit in, which will be kind of nice.
I just do it in my fucking basement that's never going to get remodeled because the wife gets to pick everything else first. So I'm sitting down here in this grunge cave. I just want drywall down here and a projector so I can do movie night, and she told me no.
then just put up 2 sheets of drywall, and then just not finish anything else. So you have a projector screen.
See, I have a projector screen, but I also just watch it in my garage. Life has been. I asked her once, she said no. I asked her twice, she said no. I asked her 3 times, she said redo the bathroom and move the heating in there. And I said, fuck, I'm shutting my mouth. So that was fun. Tactical muffin top. Just ringing the ums. Gonna drop an extra 10K for what she just said. Jesus fuck. But he has a Kalashnikov KS 12T 12 gauge 18.5. Yeah, that's fine. That's what he's into. I've pretty much said where I'm at on shotguns, so I held it. The shit's too much for me. Yeah, dude, my 870 has like a 28 inch long barrel. Like, it's my Sky Blast gun. I put that tube extension on for snow geese because that 3.5 inch gives me an extra 50 yards to Sky Blast those fucking carp out. And while everybody calls snow geese the carp of the sky, they also still make jerky and still make chicken strips just fine. And I don't know if y'all have had anything fried that's ever tasted like shit or jerky that's ever tasted like shit, but neither one exists. So whatever people say is a trash meat, fucking utilize it. Technical twinkle top. You guys are gay.
Use it for fishing bait.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Fucking dog food. You know, boil out all the BBs. Any entrance when you see with the BB, take a knife down it until you make sure there's not one in it. Chop it up, mix it in your dog food. Like, whatever.
Speaking of geese, like number 4 buck would be really good for geese when there's not game laws.
Yeah, I can see that. Shoot, yeah. I don't have a box in my steel shot down here. Although I did, for the longest time, when you couldn't find buckshot for a while, I just slapped some fucking steel shot in my shotgun for a home defense gun when I was broke in my first apartment. I'm like, well, if they get through this, then fuck me, I guess.
Cleave them at the knees like Cotton Hill.
No, I'm shooting him in the dick.
I kill 50 man.
Dude, they're redoing that. Did you see that? Bobby Hill's going to be 21.
Yeah.
He's like a fat fucking hipster dude.
I did not see that.
Oh, man.
Yeah. With Sale being dead, I don't know if it's going to be any good.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. I don't know. I'm still going to watch it. I actually got so excited about them re-releasing that I started watching all the episodes of King of the Hill. And I took quite a long break, but I'm on like season 17. I was like, Jesus Christ, they have so many fucking episodes of King of the Hill. It's ridiculous.
Damn it, Muffin Top.
Yeah. God damn it, t.m.t, you bastard. I didn't know they sold Nintendo Switch on MLK Boulevard. I mean, they fucking might. I tell you what, that's probably my most used fucking game console still to this day because I just throw that like on the treadmill or something if I don't have a TV, or just the mere fact like when my boy was born and you're like rocking him to sleep, you could still like pull each remote off of that and you could still play shit on it because I'm a nerd. Sorry, Pokemon is life. It was on Black Friday. Yeah. Oh, I catch all like it's like STDs. I catch them all. The scarier ones are my favorite. These are my links. I was having problems with my links. Technical Muffin Top. We need to get more people on board 243. I love the 243. That was my first rifle. I shot deer with that rifle for 11 years of my life before everybody in my family eventually.
Contact rear.
I don't know what I dropped. I dropped it. It was loud.
Sound like an AR mag.
No. Yeah. Although that mag that you got up here is still up here empty. Shame on me.
Sounded like an aluminum GI mag.
I second that.
It was a water bottle. It also is an aluminum water bottle. Whoops. Now I got
Have a spring and follower in it? Does it have a spring and follower in it?
The water bottle? No.
Okay.
I'm not big on the GI mags. I have some original Colts. I almost got rid of them at a gun show because one guy offered me $68 for one of them. And I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" And then I figured he was fucking with me by the time I got home and was going to get him.
$1 more.
Hmm?
If he would have offered you $1 more, it would have been perfect.
I would have gave him to him if he would have offered me that. What are you talking about? Anyway, yeah, I love the 243. Everybody in my family starts on a youth 243, and every grandkid from my grandpa's loins has hunted with them. In my family, the girls and the guys both hunt unless they don't deem to. And the only people that have never hunted out of my family are my mother and my grandma. And grandma's first date with grandpa was fucking shooting rats at the dump with grandpa's break action 410. Classy dude, isn't he?
Made her moister than an oyster.
Oh, yeah. In his fucking 69 fucking Camaro SS, he was busting out them leather seats. He's like, you wouldn't want them bucket seats. Tactical muffin top. I was like, no, I could have got it fucking detailed. It would have been fine.
You got grandpa's goo in there.
Yeah, that was your first mom and dad in there. I'm like, well, I'm sure it wasn't the last either. Yeah, good times. Yeah, I like the 243. It's just more practical for my family here and cost wise for the 270. And we're all slowly rotating to 308 or 6.5.
6.5 Creedmoor.
I don't know. I'm not real impressed with it. R has a brand new 6.5 Creedmoor, and it's the nicest gun out of everybody's except for my sister's AR-10 in 308. And he shot 2 deer, and we couldn't find them until the next weekend when they were eaten by coyotes. And I shot deer with my 270, and they were in the back of the truck. So, my sister, fucking crippled, fingers don't work, shot a fucking doe at 427 yards. And she was in the back of the truck. So that's where I'm at on it. I'm like, okay, this old t.m.t. deer slaying machine over here need to take this 6.5 and see if he can put down a deer and put it in the back of the truck. Is it our shot placement? What's the deal? Because when we took that bitch out on paper 3 times before we went throughout the year, Tactical Muffin Top put 2 through the fucking bullseye at 300 yards, and then R did the same. So I know that bitch is on tight.
Yeah,
What I don't understand is why the fuck the deer is not dropping, especially after we see the bitch drop. But they were both does, is why I'm saying it. You know what I mean? That's what Tactical Muffin Top's scratching his head about. Because he shot that doe, and then I shot the doe that was about 30 yards behind that one with my 270, and that one ended up in the truck. And that other one ran the fuck off.
Do you know what load?
Is the highest deer rifle grain he could get around here. The shitty part for that gun is you couldn't really find a lot of deer rifle calibers for it or cartridges for it all year, the year that he picked it up, and now they're plentiful.
There were those super doe with the Kevlar vests on that Biden always talks about.
Fuck no, Biden. I don't know, Mike. All right, well, let's drop this in. Is it of the people on the panel that have taken a deer? Your craziest shot? Go. Mine's last because it's cool.
79 yards with a Mosin Nagant that the normal hunting round that I used, I didn't have any idea what weight it was.
Mm-hmm.
So the plan was and it was an old crusty round, so we didn't know if it was even going to go off. So the plan was if it goes click instead of bang, I'm going to point it at the dirt. And if it doesn't run off when it hears the click, he was going to shoot it with his AR. So I, figuring that it was probably heavy for caliber, I favored a little higher. Ended up shooting it right above the shoulder blade. It did the splits like Bambi on ice and never did anything but kick like 4 times.
Yeah, he snapped the spinal cord, huh? Nice.
Yep. Couldn't even find the entrance wound, like rubbed around on the pelt. Couldn't find any blood on the entrance wound side. Rolled him over. He's like, holy shit, that's the biggest exit wound I've ever seen.
Nice. Rick, got any deer slaying stories?
88 Chevy Beretta.
Heavy Beretta. Nice. Hit it with the truck, then the follow-up shot. I like it.
Yeah, I have never shot a deer. I have killed elk, but no deer.
Okay. Little elk story. It'd probably be semi-equivalent, just triple the size. It's fine.
I actually have a good deer story. It's not about shooting deer.
Do it.
So my old neighbor, his sister, was driving around here a couple years ago, and ended up stopping short because there was this giant ass buck that came flying out in the middle of the road. Deer looks her straight in the eye, turns, takes its big old antler, and just scrapes the shit out of the hood of her car, and then runs off.
Like, fuck you, bitch. And then he shit on her. Nice, I like that. 100 yards, sitting in my truck. Definitely got out of my truck before I shot it. Wink, wink, honk, honk, rattle, rattle. Crosshair on the doe, looking right at me, right? Crosshair right in between the doe's eyes. Squeeze the Aki trigger on the old Savage. Both eyes shot out. I watched it like it was Looney Tunes in the scope. The pressure shot the fucking eyes out of the head, and then it dropped, and I was like, oh my God, that was terrifying. And then I felt really bad because after she dropped, a fawn got up. I didn't see. And then I tried to kill one, and I did not get the fawn. Yeah, I felt I don't like to shoot does in fawn myself, so I don't like that. And if I do, I definitely try to put them down because I feel really bad. But I like to think that doe, that fawn grew up and is now the biggest buck out there, getting all the pussy I could ever want.
Oh, I forgot.
That actually reminds me of another deer story I have now.
Do it.
My cousin was out years ago shooting with a single shot and took down a doe. And then turns out it had 2 fawns with it. And he was trying to take it back to the car, and the little ones were just following him, and he's like, get out of here. Go.
They walked with him.
He almost stopped hunting after that because he was so, like, it emotionally hit him so hard.
Those sons of bitches. They knew what they were doing.
He killed Bambi's mom, and then he hit Thumper's mom on the way home.
Shit.
So the story you were telling about your grandparents was the punchline of that story that after she got the rat, he got the cat.
Floor up.
Well, he usually stops the story there, so I never really asked, but I would assume somewhere in there it happened.
I was going to say, obviously she gave him a second date after that.
I have to ask him now. Good for Gramps. Owning Fools right here. Told my girlfriend if we ever go on a road trip, our 2K 9 milli going with, I'll let you know, Owning Fools. I have videos. My 2K 9 milli goes with me every car trip into town we take every day for work. That is our get home rig, and plus my EDC, and it shall always be with us. I love that gun. I think that wooden furniture is called Wooks or Guardian. Anybody heard of it at Technical? I have not. Anybody experienced that company? That 80. He's talking that 88 wood furniture.
I haven't touched the Guardian shotgun stock. I have handled some of their stuff, some of their chassis that they do, where they do like the aluminum with the wood inlay and whatnot. It's good feeling stuff. Seems extremely quality, but that's why I second your notion about not spending more on the aftermarket furniture than he did on the initial shotgun.
Yeah. But Dwayne, you're loaded, so you do what you wish, sir. This is me fucking
like
trying to figure
out a spoiler and a custom paint job on your Hyundai Elantra.
For some reason, when I click that blue tiny link on my YouTube page, Eduardo, it shits this out when I copy and paste it. I don't know what the fuck the deal is. That's just me copy and pasting it like a hobo. Yeah, I sent a link to Corey tonight. Corey's a fucking crazy ginger. I don't know what he's doing.
So like those lockers that you've been buying?
He's doing personal shit like Honda is.
Yeah, I figured he was busy.
Yeah.
Actually, Corey's got like beanstalks and shit to climb up.
Yeah, he's a busy man. Go ahead, Buffalo.
So not so much those, because obviously they've got like the vent fins in them, so they're not fully sealed up or whatever. But like the metal, not gun safes, but like gun lockers.
Yeah,
like
the cabinets.
Kids out of them, keeps on. Yeah, there you go. Like, do you think that inside of a house is probably reasonably shielded from EMP?
I mean, you're gonna have to first off see what. No, long story short, depending on the material, no, because if it's a cheap aluminum or whatever, you're gonna have to sand all the fucking paint off to get metal to contact with your tape, and then your ground wire. Um, if it's an older one, maybe, but you'd almost be better off just having an old fucking filing cabinet or something that was actually made out of metal, sanding it down and doing the same, and then slapping like a couple of ammo cans of shit in it. You know, the metal ammo can or the trash can. I'm a firm believer in two is one, one is none. So I do the trash can method with the ammo box method. Plus, I also have a big old school cabinet that I just taped up with shit in it, and I also put uh, like a filing cabinet just to help keep shit organized, so I can go through drawer to drawer, you know, find crap like that, and then just sanded it down, just bare metal aluminum tape. Problem with it is you do need to go clean up that rust occasionally. And he's on Discord. I'll send him another fucking link. Invite, copy. I totally did. Sent one to Night Strike 2 if you guys hear from him. Bastard. I sent him another link. I sent a Hondo link too, but he probably told me to go fuck myself in his head.
Night Strike's probably creating another universe someplace.
Oh, thanks, Night Strike. Private chat here. Oh, for Corey? Yeah. Yeah, I know he's having problems with that.
Yeah.
But that's not for YouTube, so you plebes don't get to know about it because we're cool and you're not. And I'm fat and you're little, and I'm fat and you're skinny, and I'm fat and you're sexy, and I'm still fat. So
Look your cake, Bob.
Well, the reason I know about this stuff is, I have like 2 and 3 hour phone conversations once in a while.
No, that's good. Yeah, I had smaller ones, not like you guys, but I like
Yeah.
those.
I was talking to him the other day for about 3.5 hours, honestly.
Usually me and Corey talk about how fucked up our bodies are, and I'm like, man, that's cool.
We get
Thanks
into
for
that too.
fucking reminded me. That's good. You can fight through it. Just say fuck pain. Just your brain is way stronger than your crippled body ever could be, man.
Yeah, I'm talking to a dermatologist pretty soon to maybe switch my meds out because this last shot I took yesterday should have kicked in by now for the inflammation. It hasn't done shit to me in the last 24 hours.
Well, we can do alternate. See, Walt Disney is being frozen underneath his theme park. And we could alternate, put your head in a jar, Ohio, and wait till you can be on a robot.
Nah, I'm good not being Futurama.
Come on now. We're looking for volunteers.
That thing never made any sense to me, honestly, in that series. Like, there would be no fucking way.
Why not? Think about it. They I just seen a thing. They actually have a head transplant AI robotic surgeon machine that does 2 patients, obviously, at the same time in a cooled room that a normal person couldn't actually operate in that temperature to do a head transplant. So, not too far off from heads in jars, I don't think. Go us. Go future. Can't wait for my head in a jar.
I can't.
Live out your Walking Dead.
I don't know. I just feel like you need other things attached to, like, keep it going.
No,
That's
man,
all I'm
just
saying.
ahead. You good? Yeah, all right. Throw me on an RC car. I'll see the world cheap as fuck. It'll be a good time. Sounds like Costco. What sounds like Costco?
Bucky's.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
from back when you were talking about Bucky's.
Gotcha. Our mic sound bad to anyone else? Oh, Rick from 46? Yeah, Rick, your mic sucks. I don't know if you ever knew that.
It probably does. I just use my phone because I can't use my computer.
Because of all your gay porn?
You said that you loved me.
Okay, that still could be gay porn. I still love you if it's gay porn. Not my dick, your dick. Not my hole, your hole.
Our dick.
No. There is no universal penis involved. Oh, man. Here we are on penises. This is the chat. Asterisk. Oh, geez. These are fucking old. I'm sorry. Not everybody has a Beretta 13 or M4. Well, everybody did have an 88 Chevy at some point. So, and I'm trying to get another 80 back in my lineup because that is a sexy truck. Oh shit! Discord link finally worked. Yes, yes, yes. Was it the one that I
Everybody jump
actually
in
had
there
to go
if
into
you can.
Discord to fucking copy them? That's what I don't know. Fuck me. That's good.
Like, share, and sub.
Oh,
We got to get him to 500.
yeah, and then 1,000. I'd like
Even if everybody's not hip to prepping, like, share it. You know,
yeah.
it's like hanging out with the
Even
boys.
if they're into fucking penises, right? This is just
Put
typical dude
smile on your
talk. Whoa. Daniel went from gray to motherfucking orange. Daniel, what are you doing?
Late night drive.
Yeah, Daniel.
He's gonna swing by the BK Lounge and have it his way.
That is a good point, though. If you got radios / a phone, have somebody call it and / radio to it. If you get signals through and it rings inside, you're not sealed. Maybe we'll do a video on that. Eduardo laughing your ass off. Yeah. Dwayne, you and Eduardo have a good time. Grandpa's baby batter, keeping it in the fam. Yep, keeping that bitch on the seat since 1990. Probably before 1990, actually, if I'm going to be honest.
They had to have a dry run.
Yep. Grandpa's baby gravy, served now since the 1700s. Still fresh. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Oh man, that's a good time.
Speaking of shooting,
You're gonna
did you guys
try
see
that? Oh yeah.
Did you guys see that video a couple weeks ago where the people were in their driveway and those two dudes ran up on the vehicle
Say that
to
again.
carjack them? It was two black males ran up on their vehicle to carjack them
Well, I think. Yeah, go on.
in their driveway, and they literally pulled the chick out of the fucking driver's seat, and like all of a sudden you see the people on the other side that were like hiding from them, grabbed a bunch of kids out of the car and stuff like that.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
On another note, since I'm looking at the Slickman here, you got a video on the Slickman? Is there just same principle as the tourniquet?
The Slishman pressure bandage.
Yeah.
Refuge, I think, has got one on it. There's some the guy that makes them. His name is Slishman. He's got a channel.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's going. I might do a my baby bag because I got like the diapers, the change of clothes, the food, and all that in there, and then that'd be a cool prep.
That was what the gal from So how I found out about that was I was talking to them and I was like, hey, so I've got this idea, and like I know y'all go around and train different police departments and municipalities and stuff, but I've got this idea. So like, I know you can't get all the teachers on board with carrying guns in school. Like you can't get all the school boards to adopt that. But like, what if when all the teachers are doing their back to school, like into summer training or whatever, what if somebody taught a stop the bleed class and then you put like a break-if in case of emergency case, like we do with the AEDs and fire extinguishers and stuff? What if you had like a classroom, like 20 or 30 tourniquets in every classroom to at least reduce the impact if there was a mass hazard event? Because until police control the scene, obviously medical's not going in.
Yeah, I
like,
10,000% agree with that.
And so I had brought up like, hey, what do you think about those big like zip tie doodads? Because since you can't use the cats
right
reliably on like kids and canines and stuff. And she was like, no, so like she pulled that one out of her pocket. She's like, this is the one I EDC every day because like it's easy to carry around. It doesn't have hard edges. And I'm like, cool. So I'll check that out. And like they sell them cheaper on their website than he does on Amazon. So it's a win-win to buy it from them. Like you're helping out a local small business, entrepreneurship. Plus he's still getting paid. And you get to cut Amazon out of it. But it's got the Velcro or whatever on it where it sticks to itself.
Will they put your penis in a jar and save it too? Daniel, for you got that kind of money, you could do that today, baby. 100% correct lawfully. Whatever you said at 10:16, you were way correct. Oh, that's not too bad. We're catching up. Nice. Daniel said all this talk about Buc-ee's made him want to go to Buc-ee. You fucking driving with a kidney stone for fucking Buc-ee's. Come on now. Oh, shit. That's funny.
Apparently, they
Send me
have
a hat.
really nice
Send
bathrooms
Send
at
me a
that
hat,
place. I
Daniel.
guess.
I want a Dickies hat or a Buc-ee's hat just to say I have one. What?
I said apparently they
So
have
I
like
don't-
really nice bathrooms at that place. I'm told.
Really? At the Buc-ee's?
Yeah, that's what Matt
Daniel,
was
give us
saying. He said
bathroom
apparently
shots.
it's like
Tasteful bathroom shots.
like almost like a YMCA with like stalls for like each toilet, basically.
And no
Like a
glory
whole
holes.
round. Yeah, it's
Come
really
on.
nice. Apparently,
Those are the best parts.
well, it could
They're
be worse. When I
family-owned
was a kid growing up, we had I went to an old elementary school that was a Catholic school, and they didn't actually have stall doors. They had curtains. And kids would be dicks and come fucking fling open the curtain while you're sitting there trying to take a shit.
Well, I'll let you know in all the drug dealing schools when I was in high school, they didn't have doors, period.
Yeah.
I'll let you know in my school, we had doors and it was just fine for technical muffin top. I took those shits that were so nice. I just flipped my legs to both sides, put one up on the fucking toilet paper holder, and I just had a grand old time. And I was like, I'm skipping this class to take this glory shit. It's a good time. Technical muffin top was a bad student.
If it were really a dangerous school, you would have learned to take at least 1 foot out of your pants.
Oh
That way you can still get up and run.
my god! Oh no!
Now that my stories have gone full circle.
What happened to you, Lovely?
Nothing. It's just remember that first chat you had me in on. You were doing the scenarios.
Not particularly, but go ahead and re-enlighten me. I don't remember bathroom EDC chat ever typically in my.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a bathroom. It was just you were talking about like if you're walking somewhere, big city late at night because you missed the bus or whatever.
Oh yeah, that was Ohio.
Yeah, that was
That
me.
happened to Ohio. Yeah.
And I said, well, you could just like, when they try to assault you, you just pull your pants down and fight them off the crazy. Like nobody wants to mess with the crazy dude.
Oh yeah. But you're gonna be safe and pull it off 1 foot too. That's smart.
Yeah, you got to get one leg out so you can still run.
Yeah, like what if the guy's really into it?
It's like staging your draw, but you're on the shitter.
I like that. I like all of what just happened right here. We're all sick, fucked up people, aren't we?
Speak for yourself, man.
No, you're definitely fucking in there, Ohio. Anyway, good times. Let's do this again. Is my deer comment still in the chat? We did talk about deer for a while.
A half hour ago.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. I dug up there. Good enough. What remind me, I guess. What do you think about these polls supposedly landslide as far as what? It don't matter what they're going to do. It's going to be crooked as fuck. There's not going to be one side that's pleased on anything that happens.
No.
If that's what you're talking about.
Oh, did you hear the latest shit now? They're apparently trying to claim that Trump is buying people off of a Craigslist ad to go to his rallies.
I thought you were just going to stop with he was buying people, but
No, there's apparently some fake ad that a bunch of leftists created. They were like, oh, look, Trump supporters are being paid money to go to fucking rallies now. So retarded.
oh well. I seen the first commercial of Biden asking for money already. I'm like, Jesus, if he's asking for money already, they're fucked.
Yeah, there's some guy that was talking about the other day. He said he went down to Southern California area and saw 0 Biden or Harris things anywhere in any part of California he was in that day.
Nice.
So he's not sure what the fuck's going on. And I still think they're gonna bait the switch. Honestly, come August.
I ain't scared. I'm just heavy hitting my food, my water purification, my food, a little bit of ammo mixed in. Trying to get my nighttime set away. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit night vision. It depends on.
Excuse me.
Obviously,
thermal.
Yeah, I got the thermal. The night vision is fucking expensive. I haven't found anything opposed to building your own PVS 14, but that's still not cheap. And then if I fuck it up, then I'm
Man,
really fucked.
I regret that too because right before the whole Russia Ukraine stuff kicked off, you could buy the repair kits for the housings and then um, new boards, or excuse me, new tubes.
Mm-hmm.
Like because L3 won't sell complete units like without a letterhead, the way some of the body armor companies and stuff are. But you can buy the repair housings and then new tubes like on eBay. And before the Russia Ukraine stuff evacuated the supply, all that stuff, you could buy that kit. All you had to do was solder 3 or 4 connections and then try and assemble it all in a dust free environment as possible. Like almost set up your own like clean room.
Right.
And a lot of dudes were buying like argon, like wine gas, like for purging wine bottles,
Mm-hmm.
and just saturating it to push all the oxygen, all the air out. And you're not necessarily gonna get like perfect seal where it won't fog up with a huge temperature shift, but like at the time you could buy all the parts and have a working PVS 14 for like under $800. And I didn't jump
Shit.
and I didn't jump on it then, and I regret that.
Should have jumped on it and got me one too, you dick. Just kidding. Yeah, it's not cheap.
Of course, we're talking over 2 years ago too, so
Yeah,
the U.S. dollar is not even what it was 2 years ago.
I know. Dude.
No.
Like base PBS 14 is like 2,400 muffins, man.
Well, and the PVS 14s really are dated at this point.
I know.
So,
I
like,
know.
there's
It's like the
something better
best
commercial.
decent one that's like adequate enough. I mean, obviously, I have 0, so compared to me, it's way better than me. But damn it, Rick, you know night vision shit. Now you're not here.
Hey, speaking of that, just for people that haven't dabbled in it, your cell phone, your smartwatch, all that shit will give you away. Because like when you use your screen lock or whatever with your Face ID, your camera pulses an IR light to find you in the dark. So your camera, because if you have the Face ID on like your iPhone or whatever, like your camera blinks looking for a face every so often. So you're walking around with an IR strobe in your pocket all the time.
And what happens if you don't lock your screen and don't even do the type in the numbers screen?
You still have to go and like modify your settings and stuff. And then like if
Really?
you've got like a Fitbit or any of the smartwatches, any of the stuff that monitors your blood pressure and heart rate, that blinks on the underside facing your skin, that will disrupt your light discipline too.
Shit.
That's why the like real air quote operator models of like the who's the GPS company that does watches and shit too that I can't think of now that I want to say it. Garmin makes like the cool guy watches in like black and flat dark earth. The real military model has a mode to turn all that shit off so that you don't light and Bluetooth ND.
I like it. Shit. Good to know. I think if you're doing all that cool guy stuff, you probably shouldn't have your phone on you anyway. But yeah, that's a good public service announcement. I'm also poor and have a $20 Walmart watch, but that is a good public service announcement there, sir.
I mean, the cool guys have phone pouches on their vests now or on their plate carriers, so they're using them like in like a flip down admin pouch, like in lieu of a mat pouch.
I'm not a cool guy.
Well, not yet, but you're about to be gooning.
Whoa.
At least when you're looking over the top of your rifle.
There you go. At my fixed
I guess it's
fighting
good. At least
position.
I guess it's good that you got the clip on that goes in line, so that way you can unclip it and you can look around and not point a loaded gun at everything while you're scanning the horizon.
Yeah, I kind of went with that for that reason. Plus, then I didn't have to buy, The other one I was looking at was
Move
just a
it.
scope, and I had to leave it on that gun basically.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do that yet. Have I ever seen any truckers at that Bucky? They don't even have pumps for 18-wheelers. Good, less crime. They lost
It's
people.
because you got to go to Super Bucky's.
Yeah, Daniel, you better go to the Super Buckies, you crazy person. I used to go to the highest floor, least traffic building in college. Use a handicap stall, 0 people. Oh, yeah. That is glorious. Garmin. Ah, fuck, Colfa had it. We're done.
Yeah, Eduardo's right. For OPSEC reasons, for constitutional right reasons, you shouldn't use the Face ID.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like the police or the EMTs
Yeah.
will hold up your phone in your face to unlock your screen. He's right.
Bringing back beekeepers?
Beavers.
Oh, bringing back beepers. I'm bringing beepers back.
I remember growing up, everybody's like, "Are you a drug dealer, brah?"
You're like, no, I'm poor. This is $10 a month.
Yeah, my brother got one years ago. Everybody's like, "You dealing drugs, man?" He's like, "No, I just have a beaver." Because we don't have fucking cell phones yet.
Cool guys use Librium 5 for a phone. I love mine. You can turn all that shit off. Okay, Daniel, you're loaded. Good
Sort of open source Linux base, or well, not Linux, but one of the Android-based phones where they take all the bloat off of it and whatever.
I don't know. I'm just going back to flip phones and bringing them back, baby.
All day, every day.
Mm-hmm. Man, I remember in high school when the fucking Droid was so cool. Or the what was that one flip phone that you could have like pink or black?
The Razor.
The Razor. Fuck, man. If you didn't have a Razor, you were a piece of
Razor.
shit. And I never had a Razor, so I was always a piece of shit.
You remember the step between that and the first iPhone was the Motorola Rocker.
Nope. I went to
First
Crackberry.
phone.
I thought I was
Had
so
iTunes
fucking
on it.
cool. And
But your
then,
BlackBerry didn't have iTunes.
yeah, I didn't have iTunes. I thought it was fucking gay. I wasn't on Apple ever. And then my buddy got a Zune. I was like, oh man, he's beating the system.
Yeah.
And then like the next year, Zune
Yeah.
fell off the face of the planet. It was like, oh, you got fucked,
Yeah.
bro.
I had a Zune in high school.
Oh no.
But it was a glorious year.
It was the best year ever.
Yeah.
I had whatever payphone still existed back then.
I found a Motorola beeper that still has the OEM number from the lost and found. Dude, call it. It's marketed to be the most secure phone commercially available. We bought them for security reasons for our company. Can I be an extended IT guy to your company? I'd be a really good one since I can't even figure out my own fucking Discord link. I think BlackBerry has some more secure phones. They only
See,
sell to the
what
government.
spooks me about that, Daniel, is the possibility that that's like a CIA-run shell or NSA-run shell.
Or the company
like you
doesn't
buy
get
it.
paid from the government and they say fuck it and leak all the shit to somebody with the biggest pockets. That would fucking suck dick.
Yeah.
I know that probably my concern comes out of not knowing. Like, you fear what you're ignorant of,
Yeah.
and I'm not a computer guy enough to trust the InfoSec stuff that's being sold as commercially available. So I don't know. I don't have anything to hide, but at the same time, I like my rights.
My right. Yep. I hear you. I feel you. I'm same boat.
Conduct myself in a manner where I'm not afraid to do or say. Have my lawyer explain in court everything that I do or say.
There you go. Well, I think we're going to wind this one down, chat. You want to get anything last minute good things in there? Getting tired.
Eat less, move more, drink water, kiss your loved ones.
Stingray can't read the translation. not have anything to hide, but at the same time, you have no reason to look. Yeah, 100%. But they can use your shit and twist it and take little snippets and put it together to make you say whatever the fuck you want.
Yep.
Audits done regularly for compliance for certain security standards. Nice. The phones are fine. Daniel, hook us up. Just kidding. Good for you, Daniel. At least you're thinking about your company that way. Good for you.
Like, share, and sub to Tactical Muffin Top and Ohio Patriot.
Oh, bitch. Like, share, and sub to our new fluffer, Lawfully Armed. He doesn't have
There's no
anything to
reason to
like
like
or share to. You can still like him.
I said there's nothing to sub to me for.
We still love you. All right. Peace out, homies.